Y'all excuse the hair. I need to get my hair done. Like, seriously.
I was good on my own, that's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the low for a faded fuss. On some faded love. Shit, what the fuck you complaining for? Feeling jaded up. Used to trip off that shit I was kicking to your head.
Girl, honeys. Hello, people. Hello, my peeps. Welcome back. We are back with another video. Yes, this video is about living in Atlanta. Some of y'all probably don't know, but I do reside in Atlanta, honey. Shout out to Immaculate, honey. They're a really dope Black-owned clothing line here in Atlanta. And I'll go ahead and link their IG so you could check out their stuff. But, yep, really cute sweatshirt. Love this color, honey. So, I am originally from Ft.Worth, Texas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm from Fort Worth, but I done lived everywhere, honey, child. From DeSoto, Duncanville, Arlington, Irving, Carrollton. Child, we done been all over, okay? The DFW area. Crowley, Bedford, Euless. I mean, you name it, child, I've been there. Anyways, I was born and raised there, been there all my life. Honey, all my life I had to fight. Whew. But anyways, the reason I chose to move to Atlanta, well, first of all, I already had family here prior to me even moving here. So I would come back, you know, back and forth and visit and stuff like that. When I was younger, though, one of my biggest dreams, I always said I'm going to go to Clark, Atlanta and move to Atlanta. And I was saying that since middle school. I actually been saying since middle school that I wanted to get up out of Fort Worth. I wanted to get up out of Texas. I wanted to leave. I wanted to go. I always knew that I just always knew that wasn't my end all be all for the rest of my life. I was going to be living in the same spot for the rest of my life, seeing the same people, the same stop signs, the same store. I just could not. That's just not me. I gotta keep it moving. I gotta keep it grooving. I'm a Sagittarius, y'all. So we love movement. We love new things, exciting things. So, you know, I always knew I had to get on up and get on out. Okay. But yeah, I have family here. And so I was always back and forth visiting family. And then I just decided to go ahead and make that move, you know. It was going to be an easy move for me. I have 2 kids. And so with the family that I did have here, it was a little bit of an easier move. Then on top of that, I'm a stylist. I do hair and I do makeup. And so I knew that in the beauty industry, it was booming a little bit more out here than it was out there. That's just how it is. So I already knew that was going to be a boost for me as well. And so I was just excited to come out here, honey, and all the things that I heard about Atlanta. And I was, you know, coming out here to visit. You know, I seen what I could see, seen what I could see, and I was like, oh yeah, we gonna make this move. So I moved to Atlanta back in 2018. It was the summer of 2018, and it's 2022 now, honey. And so this summer will make it 4 years. And I love it. I love Atlanta. I love everything that Atlanta has to offer. I'm talking about from the nightlife to, and I mean, just in comparison, if you just comparing Dallas to Atlanta, in my opinion, because people be going to Dallas and be like, oh my God, I love Dallas. Why did you move? Why did you move? Girl, bye, please. The nightlife is no comparison at all. Like, I like to go out and do things. I'm very active. Sorry, I'm very active. I'm a socialite, some may even say. So I like to get out here. I like to meet and greet, you know what I'm saying? And at the scene in Atlanta, it gives what it's supposed to give. Very much so. If you come out here to do it up and party and go here and go there and brunch and things, it's gonna give what you expect. It's gonna give what it's supposed to give, honey, especially with brunch. And that's another thing. Brunch here in Atlanta, either you want to do a regular brunch or either you want to do a lit brunch. I mean, you take your pick. And I mean, even restaurants too. Some restaurants out here have hookah. Like, it's just a lit situation here in Atlanta, just period. I mean, and it's Always something to do. Always something to do. I've been in the house lately. I've been in the house, but that's because I choose to. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the house. I just been chilling. I just been, you know, on my own little vibe thing. And that's because I choose to. But trust, if I wanted to get on and up out of here, there's so many things to do in the city of Atlanta, and not just even with partying, but things to do as far as like with your kids as well. And that's what I really, really, really liked about Atlanta, because it gave me the best of both worlds. It gives me my little mommy fix, you know, my little mommy life, and you know, with the kids, and also give me that turn up life. It also give me that lit life with my girls, honey. It gives the best of both worlds. I mean, what more can you ask for, okay? Atlanta is actually one of my favorite cities. Like, I have like a little list of my favorite cities. New York, Miami, Atlanta is on that list, honey. DC is also on the list. Girl, I need to go back to DC, honey. We're not gonna talk about DC right now. But Atlanta is definitely on my list, and Houston is too. Hello, hometown Texas. But Atlanta was definitely on my list of my favorite cities. So, of course, you know, I had to come to Atlanta. I had to be in Atlanta. The cost of living in Atlanta. Okay, let's talk about the cost of living here in Atlanta, because I know that's what a lot of people want to know, especially they're going to watch this video and be like, should I move to Atlanta? Okay, so the cost of living here in Atlanta definitely has went up since I moved here back in 2018. I can say that. The cost of living here in Atlanta is definitely more than what I was spending back in Dallas, back in Arlington, back in Ft.Worth, period. No matter, when I was living in Irving, when I was living in Dallas, like Carrollton, like it's more. The cost of living is definitely more expensive here in Atlanta if we're comparing it to Dallas, Fort Worth, the DFW area. Now, of course, if you're living in a skyrise or something in downtown, if you're living in Deep Ellum, if you live in, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there are places in the DFW area that are a bit more expensive that can probably be like just the same as Atlanta. But in a nutshell, from what I was paying before I even moved out here, it's definitely way more expensive, honey, because now I'm paying, my rent is in the 2000s. No, not at 2000. We're in the 2000s, okay? Getting money here in Atlanta, honey. We get money here in Atlanta. Like, that's just a known fact. I hope everybody know that from the outside looking in, no matter where you at. Whether you in Tennessee, Kansas, Missouri, honey, California, Vegas, Colorado, Wyoming, Texas, Oklahoma, wherever you're from, wherever you're at, we getting money down here, honey. Like, I mean, this is what it is. We're getting money here in Atlanta. Especially in my field, like I said earlier, in the beauty industry, is very lucrative down here in Atlanta. And that's all I can say. I know that, in the healthcare field, it's very lucrative here as well. It's a lot of Black-owned businesses down here, which I really, really, really love. I feel like here, more than any place that I've experienced, has a lot of Black-owned businesses. And if we comparing it back to the DFW area, child, Atlanta got way more Black-owned businesses that are popping and thriving than the DFW area. Houston is a different story. We're not even gonna talk about Houston right now, because I can't even believe sometimes that Houston and Dallas is in the same state. It's crazy. But we just talking about the DFW area. It's way more Black-owned businesses here in Atlanta than DFW, honey. And yeah, I just feel like the energy is different. I feel like the energy is different. Everybody here is mixing and mingling, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of social groups, a lot of networking activities, a lot of networking places, or what I'm trying to say is a lot of networking events and stuff like that for other business owners and other Black entrepreneurs to mix with each other. That's what I love about Atlanta, honey. That's what I really, really love about Atlanta. That right there, I feel like you really can't get anywhere else other than Atlanta. And that's one of the best things about living here in Atlanta, is that we out here glowing and showing, honey. We out here thriving, riding, okay? Period. Y'all don't judge me, because I look a mess right now. So, I mean, anyways, So, dating in Atlanta. All I can say about the dating scene in Atlanta is date at your own risk. Date at your own risk. You never know who is who here in Atlanta. You're not going to know what their motives are here in Atlanta. You're not going to know if people are really genuine or not until you know if they're genuine or not. Like, that's just, I mean, it just is what it is. You're going to date at your own risk down here in Atlanta. And some people probably would say in other places in the world, they probably would say the same thing about their own state or their own city that they live in. But definitely here in Atlanta, date at your own risk. You don't know who is who. You don't know who's gay, who's not. Unless they're really out there. But as far as like the closet hiders, you just don't know who is who anymore. You don't know whose intentions are pure, who's not. It's just the game that you play here in Atlanta. It's just the gamble, honey. It's the gamble. It's the great gamble. Now, me on the other hand, I ain't been dating. I actually just started dating here in Atlanta and possibly talking to people here in Atlanta just last year, 2021. I would say probably September, October-ish. No, I take that a lot back. November was when I gave Atlanta a chance and talked to somebody down here because I was stuck on the guys back home. I was going back and forth back home, fucking with them, and I just had to cut this short because that's just a whole nother topic in itself. Dating in Dallas or dating in the DFW area or dating guys that you grew up with, went to high school with, and moving on from that. That's just a whole different topic. But so yes, for the past few years that I have been here in Atlanta, I have been dating people back in Texas. I haven't dated anybody here in Atlanta, but I tried it a little bit here and there, but I really started taking people seriously or the dating scene seriously here in Atlanta just a few months ago. And all I can say is from what I know and from what, my girlfriends here, talking to them, honey, date at your own risk here in Atlanta. Personally, I don't know. This is not a dating city for me. This is not a, some people would disagree because there are many people that are here in Atlanta who found love here in Atlanta. And God bless y'all and kudos to y'all. I don't know if there's any love left here, but I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's love all around us. And as long as you keep that mindset, you can find love anywhere, to be honest. What is next for me in Atlanta? Well, this is not my end all be all. It's not. I know some people go like, what? Where you going now? Girl, this is not my end all be all, honey. When it's all said and done, we trying to be where the palm trees be. We're trying to be where the palm trees be, okay? On the beach, leisurely, beach life, honey. Half naked bathing suits all the time. Riding bikes, jogging, walking dogs, sunny all the time, great weather. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's next for me. Atlanta is what is going to always be on my list for my favorite cities because of everything that it has to offer and everything that you can get out of this city. And the rich culture in this city is just top tier. And there's no other city that has a very healthy Black, when I say healthy, I mean healthy like hefty. A very hefty Black community, a very thriving Black community like Atlanta. You're not gonna get that nowhere else. Okay, other places you may, but as far as like it being so massive, yeah, Atlanta is it. And it's gonna always be on my list of my favorite cities. I'll always come back and visit. I have roots here now. So yeah, but what's next, honey? Maybe Miami, Tampa, Florida. Yeah, palm trees. Palm tree me, please. And thank you.
Baby,